Venus Day, starting 9:45 my time. So my East Coast folks, my Central folks, we're not going to be here for a long time, but we will be on here for a good time. Okay, just checking in and we're having a conversation. I wanted to talk to you guys about this stuff. So I'm waiting for some people to come in. I can trickle in some video. It's gonna be interesting. I am having a little bit of a okay. So be careful when they say water. Hmm. I'm getting a start to see something, and I have a fairly early morning in the night side. So pretty much today's topic is yourself. That's today's topic. Teach yourself. And I'm gonna ironically say teach to myself. I'm scared of where it happens. But I feel like intuitively I've been learning to do stuff. Now, what do I mean by that? Tell you what I mean by that. um, oh my god, I feel like I'm being messy, but I feel like so I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that. Okay. So Wednesday I went to my sushi bar. And after the meeting, we go to this like movie theater restaurant type stuff and hang out, we eat, have a drink, whatever. Long story short, someone that is not a member of the club, but is like a prospect of the club, is, was dating a girl at my other club, the NBC club. And at the end of the meeting or at the spot, this person like was talking to me about her, like the guy. He's like, oh yeah, so she just talks so much, blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh my god, like I felt like, dang, like they just started dating um, like 2 months ago. And I thought, this person that she met him after our club's Christmas party, and when we went out that night, and then we started dancing, and like he was like, really interested in her. Oh, you guys can hear me? Oh, really? Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that any better? Why? Just a little? What the heck? That's so weird. I don't know what you guys can hear me. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. I forgot because I have these on. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, is that better? I totally forgot these were. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I had like a whole intro and everything. I was like, blah, 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 blah. You guys couldn't even hear me. Okay, wow. Well, welcome back. I'm Sadiqa Soul. Oh my god. Wait, is this on? Okay. Thank you, Kai. So, I'm just going to tell you guys what happened. Um, Long story short, a girl in my speaking club started dating this guy that we met at our club's Christmas party. And after that Christmas party, we went out to like this little nightclub. We were dancing, having fun. And then it was pretty clear that he was into her. And they started dancing and talking and like spending a lot of time together. And then after that night, apparently he comes back to the club meeting and goes, "Oh yeah, me and so have been spending so much time together and blah 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 blah." I was like, "Okay, cool." Fast forward 2 months later, he's at the end of the meeting and he's talking about her in such a mean way. And I thought, oh my God, this is terrible. So, long story short, yesterday I went to another meeting. This is confusing, but just know I go to 2 clubs, 2 meetings back to back, and on 2 different days. I'm walking down the sidewalk and I'm thinking to myself, should I tell her what he said? And in my head, I said, no, I'm not going to tell her. You know why? Because the last time you did this, 15 years ago, hi Cody, hi Katie, the last time you did this, you broke a couple up by telling the truth, trying to be a good Samaritan. So I said, nope, not this time. Make sure to thumb up the video, you guys. Thanks for coming in. And so as I'm walking down this dark sidewalk into the entrance of my club meeting, I just remember like shaking my head, like, no, don't say anything. Like, don't say anything. So I didn't. Tell me why. I ended up meeting her at the club that night. The club meeting that night. I meet with him. He's there. Happy birthday, Katie. He's there. And they're like, do you want to come out and go get a drink with us? And I was like, no, I'm really tired. I'm gonna bypass. So literally that night, no, the following day, this morning, she texts me and says, you're not gonna believe what happened. So pretty much he kind of just like broke up with her and did it in such a terrible way. But it made me realize, like, I don't have to say anything. Like, you don't have to get into people's business, because what is meant to be will be, and things are going to run their course. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to get in people's business. You don't have to tell people, oh, guess what so-and-so did? Guess what so-and-so said? You don't have to do none of that stuff. Because they are going to what's meant to happen will happen. Does that make sense? I stopped myself from revealing to her what he said about her just for what was gonna happen to happen. Does this make sense? Like, I didn't have to say anything. So I just want to let you guys know, you don't have to get in people's business. You don't have to tell people's beans, because things are gonna run its course. And I just made a video in my videos tab. If you haven't checked it out already, I made a video and I'm talking about this. I'm saying you don't have to say anything to anybody about their drama, because it's going to run its course. So let it run its course. I could not believe that it blew up just like that when I was like, should I say something? Should I tell her what he said about her? And I told myself, no, don't do it. You've already learned your lesson from doing that in the past. The following morning, she texted me about how he was like saying all this crazy stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, this was confirmation. Anyway, it's year of the fire horse. It is, this is your sign here, y'all. Be intuitive. Know that what you're thinking and feeling is right. Follow that intuition. How old are you? I am 31. Hi, Brandon. How old are you, Kai? So, the last time I was in somebody's business like this, I was 15 and I like accidentally broke up the couple because I told the girl the truth about what her boyfriend was doing. And I felt so icky after that. And I was like, I don't ever want to get in people's drama like that ever again. So 15 years later, wisdom kicked in and said, nope, don't get involved. Chances are she probably already knows that he's like this. Hi, Gosetti. Hi, Jovan. Chances are she already knows he's this way. Chances are, I don't have to say anything. So don't get involved in people's drama unless they are going to be in harm's way. If they're not going to be in physical harm's way, don't get involved, because people have to learn their lesson on their own. And sometimes you're more ready for them to grow and get better than they are. Everyone has to we have to all reach our moment of reckoning at our own point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm proud of myself for not getting involved. I literally said, no, I'm not going to say anything. The following day, it all blows up. And that's not the part that I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating the fact that this is how you know, like, everything's going to run its course. It's going to all unfold in its own way, in its own time. Because we're in such a strange time of life. Like, the planets are just so, I don't know, they're doing all these potent things. I can't put my finger on what's going on, but the truth is coming out so quickly for a lot of things, where you don't even have to scream to the rooftops, nah, this and that and that. No, it's gonna come out on its own. It's everything that you can think of. I'm talking like high level stuff, mid level stuff, small level stuff. The government being on some crazy stuff, you know, your boss being on some crazy stuff, whatever it is, it's all gonna come out. You don't really have to do anything these days. There's like these planetary shifts happening, if you're into that stuff, where the truth is always ready to like come out. Like a baby that's been in the womb too long. Like, oop, time to come out. Whether you like it or not, I'm coming out. It's time to go. It's time to get up out of here. That is what time the energy is on. So if you think somebody's done you wrong, if you feel like you're being played, you don't really have to do too much, because they're gonna get theirs, for one. And number two, if you feel like something's off, the truth is going to come out in the wash. This is such an interesting time. The truth of a lot of things are coming out. And I think as humans, we're starting to see things for what they are. So, anyways. Why are you sad, Javon? What you sad about? I don't know. I've been like that before. You're sad and you don't know why. Girl, what you drinking? Be careful to say water. Age of Aquarius. Yes, sir. Said you know what time it is. But I don't know if you personally have experienced it, Seti, but like, do you find yourself noticing it on a personal level, where you don't really even have to do too much? Everything is like unfolding. It's like the truth can't, it's like the lies can't be, lies like can't exist anymore. It's so weird. But it's a good thing. But that also means that there will be things about ourselves that can't be hidden either. So, you know, a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for both. Cheers to that. Javon, you must be on like Florida or New York or something. Because how is it already 1 a.m.? What state are you in? It's only 10 p.m. for me. Bloomington. What is that? Is that Illinois? Illinois. Or Virginia? Javon, how old are you? You're giving me very young vibes. It's not a bad thing. It's just I can tell you're very young. Hi, Pooply. Pooply. You're like, hello? Is this thing on? That's not a bad thing. It's okay to be young. Celebrate your youth. It's a good thing. Hi, Anisha. Okay, bye, Javon. You guys, I meal prepped tonight, but it was such a lazy meal prep. Like, I did not have the energy to do what I normally do. Nope, couldn't do it. I just made salmon. I steamed broccoli and spinach, and then I made like baked beans. And then I just decided to bring my breakfast to work, like in a bag, and just keep it in that fridge and just make it every morning because I just had no energy. I did not want to do any of that stuff. Truthfully, Pooply, I don't want to hear a sad story. I feel like it's a beautiful day. Lil D, oh my goodness. I haven't seen you in here in a long time. How you been? It's been a long time. You guys, I'm trying this new thing where I meal prep and do my laundry on Friday evenings. So that Saturday and Sunday I can just twiddle my fingers and be beautiful. I'm good. I've been really busy with work and other things, trying to slow down. I need a vacation. But God willing, inshallah, I'm gonna take a vacation this summer for my birthday. That is my plan. Who that? What call Sadiq in my love? Anisha, what are you talking about? I don't understand what that means. Anyway, y'all. Girl, what you drinking? Be careful, this ain't water. When I was in college, there was this group called Starting Six. And they were based out of I think they were based out of the Bay Area, like San Jose or something. And they had this song called Girl, What You Drinking? Be careful, this ain't water. They were kind of corny. But anyway, when you get a second, look up Starting Six. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm gonna take these braids out, I think next weekend. Anyways. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, don't be out here getting involved in people's drama. Lil D, you miss my pretty face. Well, here it is. Here it is. Let me grab mine. This sweater keeps me so warm. Anisha, why are you so mad, bro? What you talking about? Guys, I probably won't be live for that long tonight because I have an early morning. And I want to read my book. Anisha, calm down. The youngins are in here. I'm reading this public speaking book, How to Be a Better Speaker. Once I'm done with it, I'll tell you the title. I gotta finish it first. Anyway. Girl, you're down there having a conversation by yourself. Anyway. Alright guys, I think we'll call it. I just wanted to check in and say hello. I wanted to give you that message. You don't have to say anything to anybody about drama. You're gonna tell them nothing. It's gonna come out. You don't have to get involved in their drama. You don't have to say other things. You don't have to say anything about other people. You ain't gotta do nothing. Because it's all gonna come out. It is all gonna come out. Okay. Lil D, where you been? I've been going live pretty often. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe you just haven't seen the notifications, but I'm glad you stopped by. I'm gonna go live again probably this weekend and go live for longer. But if you guys haven't watched my most recent video, I'm in my videos tab. I'm in the picture like this. I'm wearing this exact same sweater and I'm doing this. Watch that most recent video. It talks about 5 tips to live a simpler life. Be working overnight now. You work like a graveyard shift, Lil D? Oh dang, you got the graveyard shift. So what, you're gonna be done at like 3 a.m. or something? Dang, I remember for a little bit I had that type of job. Like I was working from like 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. It was crazy. And then, let's see, 3. Yeah, it was like, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely no traffic coming and going. 9 to 4:30? Dang. That is for sure the graveyard shift. Do you like it or let's see. Do you like that? I mean, like you don't ever have to worry about traffic. That's the upside. You barely sleep at night. How do you feel? Okay, yeah. So when you get home at 4:30, or maybe you probably get home like at 5:30 a.m. So do you sleep from like 5:30 to like 11 a.m.? You're like a you're like nocturnal. Sleep during the day, up at night. Why, Anisha? What? Like, are you good? Like, why are you saying stuff? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about and why you're talking about it. So we're gonna put you in a little timeout. You're doing a whole lot for no reason. 7 a.m. to 1 to 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Interesting. I'm just thinking about like if I could do that. What are you doing? Are you like working like in a warehouse? Like what do you do at those hours? Cause like what is open at 9 to 4:30 a.m. Am I thinking? I was thinking about like if I could see myself doing that, like what my life would look like if I was doing that, and also like what kind of work. Oh, the hospital. That makes sense too. Hmm. I mean, I work 8 to 4:30. I get up at 6. Like my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. I get up at like truthfully like 6:30. I have to be in my car by 7:20. but I have to do all my prep that night. Like I prep my food, I prep my clothes, I shower at night, I do everything at night so that I can snooze an additional 30 minutes and have everything ready so I can just slide my clothes on, put my makeup on, put my food in my backpack, and then go to my car. And I have to be in my car by 7:25, 7:30, so I can make it to work by like 7:55 and be on time. So, but hey, hospital life, somebody's got to do it. We appreciate you, Lil D. You're not a nurse, are you? I have a colleague who, she's a burn nurse. She works in the ICU, and her hours are crazy. She works like 12-hour days sometimes, but then she'll get like 4 days off. Like, yo. I know she gets paid well though, but you definitely have to love that kind of work, you know? I got some ideas, y'all. And I gotta capitalize on them. So, anyway. We'll circle back on that another time. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it because it's getting late. It's 30 minutes in, it's 10. I'm tired. And I gotta get up at like 7:30 tomorrow, which is good because I normally have to get up at 6. So, get an additional hour and a half. 7:30. Yeah, we're gonna do 7:30, and then I'm gonna, if I can sleep in at that point. I get up at 6 every day. My body's on a schedule, so. All right, y'all, check out my most recent video. Thanks for watching. And the first half of this video, if you watch it back, my headphones were plugged in, so you couldn't hear me for like the first 5 minutes of this video. So just skip past it. And you'll hear me again. I used to like nurse, but I'm going to quit. You know, a lot of nurses are quitting, but it's important work, but you have to preserve yourself, your sanity. So I don't blame you if you quit. Honestly, there's lots of types of work that people are like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Teachers are quitting, nurses are quitting, everybody quitting. Anyway. Alright, y'all. Well, have a good rest of your shift, Lil D. I hope you know, don't quit yet. Don't quit just yet. You gotta have an exit strategy, and then you quit. Lesson learned. I remember I walked away from a job because they passed me up on a promotion. And I don't regret it, honestly, because, child. Anyway. But I would say just have an exit strategy before you quit. Yeah. Alright, y'all. If you haven't thumbed up the video already, thumb it up. If you like this video, then like it. If you like it, then like it. Alright, y'all. See you later. See you see you in the next one. And check out my most recent video. Okay. Love you. Bye.